frustrated.
Come on, it's a foot race.
If you think you have what it takes to win the amazing race, go to cbs.com/casting and apply now.
New Thursday. Everyone loves a parade, including Kevin Frazier and Kelty Knight.
Yeah.
The Thanksgiving Day Parade, Thursday morning at 9/8 Central on CBS.
Looking for something fun?
I suppose you've seen a body anywhere on your...
The UK Ghosts Jump the Pond, Thursday, 9/8 Central on CBS.
Turkey for you, stuffing for me. I'm serving up your Thanksgiving regional planners and outlooks. Live from downtown Marquette, it's your 19 News.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sarah Blakely. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, new details tonight on a car explosion on a border bridge connecting the U.S. and Canada that killed 2 people. Why authorities don't believe it was a terrorist attack. Plus, how an Iron Mountain dentist is helping children who are victims of domestic violence. And it's that time of year, how Manistee is getting into the Christmas spirit this weekend and when you can take pictures with Santa. Your 19 News starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 11.
A lot of us will be hitting the road tomorrow. Air, how are we looking tonight and into tomorrow morning?
Well, tonight we've got those clouds moving in. We will see some scattered flurries. Most of that activity, though, is going to be along the Superior shorelines and counties, which is going to be the story tomorrow as well. Right now, we're in that 25 to 35 degree range, but as Sarah was mentioning, a lot of us traveling tomorrow shouldn't see any major impacts as far as weather conditions. Expect some breezy gusts of wind. We'll have a little bit of sunshine down in the south, cloudier conditions up north, but I've got your full forecast after the break.
Thank you very much, Ariane. New details tonight about a car explosion on a U.S.-Canada border bridge today. New York Governor Kathy Hochul said there was no indication of a terrorist attack in the Thanksgiving Eve vehicle crash and explosion that killed 2 people. It happened at a checkpoint on the American side of a U.S.-Canada bridge in Niagara Falls. Michael George reports from New York.
Dramatic video shows the vehicle speeding along the roadway and launching into the air before landing and exploding on the U.S. side of the border with Canada. Authorities say the 2 people inside the car died in the incident that took place on the busiest travel day of the year.
At this time, there is no indication of a terrorist attack, but I state the caveat that the investigation is ongoing.
A preliminary federal law enforcement assessment obtained by CBS News says the vehicle hit a curb or embankment, crashed through a fence, and landed in a secondary inspection area, then caught fire and exploded. The incident, the day before Thanksgiving, initially raised security concerns on both sides of the border.
The world is watching to find out what happened here. And again, at a time when there's such high anxiety, stress levels are already high, and we've been on heightened alert since October 7th.
Disclosing few details, New York Governor Kathy Hochul said the driver was from Western New York.
And then it looked like he hit the fence, and this fire started, and then all of a sudden he went up in the air, and then it was a ball of fire like 30, 40 feet high. I've never seen anything like it.
A Border Patrol officer was injured, but officials say he was largely protected by a security booth. The Rainbow Bridge will remain closed for now as law enforcement continues to investigate.
At the White House says President Joe Biden was closely following the developments, and Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said officials were taking this extraordinarily seriously. Developing now in the UP, the Michigan Attorney General's office has been appointed as the prosecutor for an ongoing court case in Delta County. In August, a judge found probable cause for charges against Tavares Jackson of Escanaba, including open murder, felony firearm possession, and assault causing the death of a fetus. In October, Jackson's defense filed a motion arguing Delta County prosecutor Lauren Wickman could be a witness in the case, citing her assistance in seeking evidence at the scene of a search warrant. Wickman submitted the matter to the Attorney General's office, which determined a special prosecutor should take over the case. The Attorney General's office will handle all court appearances and trials moving forward. The Michigan State Police celebrated its newest graduating class of troopers today. 61 recruits from the 144th Trooper Recruit School received their badges in Lansing this afternoon, including 3 UP natives, Chloe Peterson, Isaac Cooper, and Caleb Civila, who will all be returning to the UP to Gladstone, Escanaba, and Negaunee posts. The MSP director says it's been 5 months of hard work for the recruits, and he's happy to see them take a break for Thanksgiving before starting at their posts across the state.
But today is about celebrating you. Like every single recruit class, this is a unique group of people. My favorite part about graduation day is learning about your stories and hearing what got you to this moment.
The new troopers will start work at their posts alongside 24 other new graduates next week. For the first time in Marquette County's history, a portrait of a female judge is hanging in the circuit court. A portrait of former Judge Jennifer Mizuki was unveiled today to honor her 15-year-long career. Judge Mizuki retired on November 1st. She was first elected to serve on the bench in 2008 following a decade of work for the prosecutor's office. In attendance during today's ceremonies were Mizuki's family, former and current UP judges, and community members.
I have total confidence, and the county will be well served by Judges Griffin and soon to be Judge Weesey. I've worked with both of them. I think they'll both serve very honorably, so I'm happy to turn the gavel over.
Mizuki says for now she's going to enjoy retirement, but plans to stay involved within the community. A community foundation is providing thousands of dollars to nonprofits in South Marquette County with the help of a local donor. The Community Foundation of Marquette County awarded grants to its fall recipients today. This grant cycle was its biggest yet, with 6 grants totaling $25,000. The main recipient was the Gwynn St. Vincent de Paul Food Pantry, which received $10,000. Community Foundation members say these grants go a long way toward improving the community.
Resources are limited, but when we can make that connection and bring that support, the financial support, it's really leveraging what's already happening in the community when people give their talent and their time to causes like this.
The Community Foundation hopes to be able to award similar grants in the future. A dental office in Iron Mountain is going the extra mile to help children in a domestic violence shelter this holiday season. The John Fornetti Dental Center is matching charitable donations from its patients through December 7th. The waiting room also has a raffle going. A gift basket was put together by the Lady Long Riders to encourage participation in the spirit of giving to the cause. Patients can put cash or a check made out to the Caring House into one of the buckets and enter to win the raffle prize.
With these wonderful donations, they do a Christmas for all the children in the shelter. And then they have other things that they can donate to these children and to the mothers and the fathers.
Donations are being matched through December 7th. A UP organization is continuing its tradition of making sure no senior has to spend Thanksgiving alone. Little Brothers Friends of the Elderly was hard at work today preparing hundreds of pounds of food for a Thanksgiving dinner. The meal will be served in person and hand-delivered to over 150 local seniors, all free of charge. Volunteers spent hours cooking the food, and they'll also be spending time sitting alongside those who may not have someone to eat with.
We're grown and gone, so we really don't do a big Thanksgiving meal at my house anymore, so it gives me a chance to get out, make a Thanksgiving meal, sit with people and enjoy it, and it's just really nice.
Dinner in Marquette will be served around 2 p.m. tomorrow at the Elks Lodge. Your first morning weather forecast is coming up after this break. Plus, some kids in Dickinson County are enjoying the start of their Thanksgiving break by hitting the ice. We'll show you. And later, a holiday display in our nation's capital that you might not even know about. We'll show you the Botanical Gardens. We're back in 2 minutes.
19 News is brought to you by Kirkish Furniture.
Sleep better with a new mattress from Kirkish Furniture. We proudly feature Made in the Midwest Restonic mattresses. Try one out today and compare other major brands. Let our sleep specialists help you find the bed of your dreams at Kirkish Furniture.
John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to get their car fixed. That's because at John's Auto, communication is the key to service. When we have your car, you can expect to be updated on what's going on. And Craig here will explain repairs in terms I even understand, and I'm only 9. For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Marquette.
And don't forget, we're still your #1 source for a pre-owned vehicle in Marquette County.
John's Auto Marquette.
Superior Collision is seeking a certified auto body technician for full-time employment. Qualified candidates can call or apply in person, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Friday.
Here's your WZMQ CBS This is Home Community Calendar.
Tonight, 55 million American adults plan to travel for Thanksgiving. I'm being told that every single one of them is in the boarding group ahead of you.
New tonight. Come on down to Outdoor Man, where our camping department is intense.
Set it up in 30 seconds flat. And take it down even faster.
And we're always family friendly.
We found a bear cub in here. Been nice knowing you, Baxter.
Outdoor Man is open for business on Last Man Standing.
Now, WZMQ 19 News First Warning Weather with Ariane Stasek.
Let's start with these temperatures that we saw today. A high of 40, low of 27 degrees. We're going to say goodbye to those 40s as we are dipping down tomorrow. Very chilly temperatures. Right now, though, in the 30s, mostly clear skies, but our clouds are moving in. And as we take a look at the next 3 days, we could see some flurries this evening. And then check out these temperatures tomorrow. Really chilly. 25 to about 35, maybe close to 40, around 37 there during the day. The lows 10 to 20 degrees is that range that we're expecting. Most of the flurries we'll see along the Lake Superior shorelines. I'll show you with Futurecast. We'll expect some sunshine, and then on Friday we'll expect a little bit more sunshine, and of course those flurries continuing to push off of Lake Superior. Right now, winds from the northwest are starting to take over. We'll see more gusts as we get into our Thanksgiving Thursday, about 27 up there in Eagle Harbor. Munising and Marquette will be in that 25 to 30 mile an hour range, and we could see some gusty conditions down there in Manistee. So basically, if you're traveling along the Superior coastline, heads up on the breezy conditions as well as some possible snow showers. So let's check out, and then we'll have a wind direction change there on Friday, winds coming out of the west. But the past couple of hours, we've seen a lot more activity as far as snow showers, some rain over Lake Superior. Wisconsin staying fairly dry at the moment in case you're heading down there tomorrow. And then we'll take a look at conditions right now. Some snow showers over here in Gogebic, a little bit in Ontonagon counties, and then even down in Menominee, and Delta County. I know, I get so excited when there's snow out there. Maybe a little bit of snow in the southern part of Marquette County down here. But as we get into our Thursday morning, we'll see very early snow showers in the central portions and a mixture over here on the far tip there of the UP. And then around 8 a.m. for the most part of our Thursday and even into Friday, most of that snow activity is going to be over here on the east side. Yes, we could see some blips on the northwest coast there, but again, a lot of that activity is going to be over here. Munising, though, you could also see up to 1.5, maybe 2 inches by Friday afternoon. Let's check it out, though. It's been a minute since I checked this. Thursday afternoon, like I said, a dusting of snow showers in case you're headed out somewhere for your Thanksgiving. And then taking a look at the evening, we're not getting too much more than that, maybe up to about 1/2 inch total. But then on our Friday morning, we'll see a little bit more activity over here in Sault Ste. Marie, about 3 inches there by 3 p.m. on Friday. So Thanksgiving, what's your favorite part of Thanksgiving meal? I think mine is now the stuffing, but we'll take some pie. Temperatures 25 to about 40 degrees. We'll see colder temperatures up north where we could see those snow showers. And then taking a look across the UP, we could see some 30s as well. Your 7-day outlook in about 15.
Thanks, Air. In Dickinson County, kids are gliding their way into their Thanksgiving break. WZMQ's Iron Mountain Bureau reporter Amy Doyle shares what some students think is cool on the ice.
I visited with some kids here at Mountain View Ice Arena for Open Skate.
They told me what's new in their world of skating. Students from Woodland Elementary School had a variety of interests in skating. 6-year-old Wyatt Wickman shared what he likes most about his sport.
Hockey. That is fun, and some of my friends play it.
2 figure skaters shared they're working on some of their very own choreography to showcase. 9-year-old Arya Schultz showed up to practice and to forge new friendships.
That 2 of my best friends do it with me, and I get to make a lot of new friends. I don't know how much are in the whole club, but in my group, for my lessons, I have her, and then I have, so that's Ella, and then I have another girl named Lily, and Lavea, Maddie, Sienna.
Ella Wickman says the figure skating club has a standout coach.
Her name is Emmy, and she's really nice. She does really cool stuff with us, and she's really nice and calm.
The figure skating club is creating something special. They hope to help their crowd glide right into the holiday spirit. Ella Wickman says the club is practicing to a familiar holiday tune.
It's a Christmas song called All I Want for Christmas Is You, and I'm doing it with my friends.
The figure skaters have an upcoming holiday show on December 16th that's free and open to the public. Amy Doyle, WZMQ 19 News, Iron Mountain.
Those attending that free performance are encouraged to bring a toy for the Ice Arena's holiday toy drive. Travel Marquette is teaming up with local artists to light up the Ordock tomorrow. It's Travel Marquette's 3rd annual holiday laser show. The show this year will be on the north side of the Ordock, so it can be seen from the Marina, Lower Harbor, and Matson Park. The show is produced by Fresh Coast Light Lab, a group of Marquette visual artists. Travel Marquette's CEO says the light show is a good way to get out of the house during the holidays.
Listen to the tunes and watch the lasers. It's just something nice to do to get you out of the house, and just another thing to do that's artistic and fun.
The light show will be every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from 6 to 8 p.m. now through December 30th. Also this weekend, the city of Manistee is officially kicking off the holiday season. Friday evening at 6:30, the Manistee Merchants are hosting the annual Christmas parade through the downtown. It all leads to a tree lighting at Triangle Park. The Lake Effect Community Arts Center will host a Christmas market with vendors and crafts, as well as popcorn and hot chocolate provided by the city. Santa Claus will also be in attendance to take free pictures with children.
Last year was our first experience with seeing the photos with Santa, and just how many people came out and all the kids that were just so excited. It was just such a special time, and the community was so excited to have some hope around Christmas time and the magic that's there.
And along the parade route, the local Marine Corps League will be collecting toys for children all throughout Schoolcraft County. This weekend in Escanaba, Teen is inviting the community to kick off the holiday season and to support a good cause. 14-year-old Carter McDonough has hosted a tree lighting in his front yard every year since he was 6 years old. Attendees are asked to make a donation to the Shop with a Cop program, where the Delta County Sheriff's Department takes kids to buy Christmas presents for their families. Last year's tree lighting brought in approximately 150 people and $4,500 for Shop with a Cop.
It was really good. Makes me feel proud that I've done something for younger kids who don't have much.
Carter's 8th annual tree lighting will take place this Saturday at 6:30 p.m. Shortly before that, Santa Claus will arrive on a fire truck to pose for photos. Just head to WZMQ19.com for Carter's address. It hasn't really felt like it, but winter is right around the corner. Carl Bonack put together a survey of winter outlooks and adds his 2 cents as to how this winter may unfold.
The cold season is fast approaching. What will this winter be like? Mild or cold? Long-range forecasting is not an exact science, but by looking at past seasons and their global weather conditions, we can get an idea of what to expect. First, let's look at the almanacs. The Old Farmer's Almanac calls for a snowy, cold winter over much of the country, including Upper Michigan. According to another publication, the Farmer's Almanac, the Burr is back, as it predicts stormy cold weather to dominate over the Great Lakes region. On the other hand, NOAA's winter outlook calls for warmer than normal weather for most of the northern portion of the country, including the UP. Its forecast is based on past past winters with El Niño events. El Niño is the warming of the water of the tropical Pacific just off South America. Here's the current temperature anomaly. Note that a rather strong warming has developed this fall near South America. This phenomenon usually means a mild winter for the UP. Going back over 60 years, there have been 11 moderate to strong El Niño winters. The December through February temperature departure for all but one winter was mild here in Upper Michigan. That was the winter of 02-03. In fact, the warmest winter in the 62-year history of the National Weather Service near Negaunee was during the Super El Niño of 1997-98. The mean temperature for that winter was 23.6 degrees, 8 degrees above the long-term average. The winter of 2002 and 2003 started mild around Christmas through mid-January and then turned cold. It was then very cold in February into early March, with a mean February temperature over 7 degrees below average. I think this winter will start mild, but there is a chance, as in 02-03, that it could turn colder as the winter progresses.
Still ahead tonight, everyone will be gathering in the kitchen tomorrow. Some expert advice on avoiding accidents and mishaps while you're cooking next.
Another thrilling week to play football. The NFL on CBS. Catch all the action this week on WZMQ 19. The Sunday doubleheader includes Pittsburgh at Cincinnati at 1, followed by Buffalo at Philadelphia at 4:25. See you this Sunday for the NFL on WZMQ 19, home of the 2024 Super Bowl.
The bathroom of your dreams is only a phone call away with BCI Bath and Shower. We can make your ordinary bath and shower extraordinary. This is not a cookie cutter design. This is a complete custom build that will fit your every need. It's never been easier or more affordable than right now to get the bathroom of your dreams. We have the best monthly programs in the industry with payments as low as $99 per month or no payments, no interest for 18 months with approved credit. The hardest part of your new bathroom is gutting and building the tub and shower. If your bathing area is old, there could be damage behind the walls and possible mold and mildew, which can be a serious safety issue. At BCI, we don't cover a problem, we fix it. Call now to get a never clean glass treated door with a no-track system at half off for the first 50 callers. Factory trained, certified installers made in the USA and discounts for seniors and military. Call 800-304-6841, 800-304-6841.
Hello to you, I'm Gail King.
I'm Tony DeCopel. And I'm Nate Burleson.
This is us. We're all here to wake up your mornings to help make sense of the latest overnight developments.
What you can expect from your day before you head out the door. You'll also hear directly from the biggest newsmakers in America.
And you'll see the best group of journalists in the business with exclusive reporting and breaking overnight news.
It's a lot. Watch CBS Mornings right here on your new CBS affiliate in the Upper Peninsula. That's WZMQ 19.
You're watching the award-winning WZMQ 19 News.
Millions of Americans will be in the kitchen on Thanksgiving preparing a feast for the family, but safety experts say it's important to remember there's a major risk of fire this time of year. Skylar Henry has tips on how to stay safe.
It's become popular to deep fry the holiday turkey. But this demonstration shows what can happen if you use too much oil or try to fry a turkey that isn't completely thawed. Where you use the fryer is also a safety factor.
Not to have the fryer in the house, in the garage, outside, away from the house, not on the deck.
Alexander Hohensarik is the chair of the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission and says these fires have caused millions in damages over the years. In 2020, a turkey fryer accident in Bedford, Massachusetts set a residential building on fire, leaving 24 people homeless. Accidents on the stove are also common. Every year, there are about 1,600 kitchen fires on Thanksgiving, including grease fires. Fire Captain Dave Folio shows how to put one out.
One of the ways is just come in from the side and smother it. If you don't turn off the heat, though, and you let it go, it's going to come back. But as soon as you put that over it, it auctions off. Make sure you turn off the heat.
Experts say the best way to prevent fires is to keep anything flammable away from the burners and always have an eye on the stove.
Keeping the kids away from the kitchen so they're not running in, knocking something over.
Cooking with some extra caution to help prevent a tragedy this holiday.
In other health news tonight, eating ultra-processed foods may increase the risk of developing head, mouth, and throat cancers. That's according to a study published in the European Journal of Nutrition. Examples include sodas, fast food, and packaged snacks. Researchers found eating these types of food just 10% more than the average person often leads to an increase in cancer risk. Food insecurity leads to a greater risk of dementia and faster memory decline. A study in JAMA Network Open looked at 7,000 older Americans. Those who experienced low or very low food security have higher odds of dementia and also have worse memory scores. Both factors led to faster age-related declines. And more than 15,000 cancer deaths could be prevented if more people followed recommended screening guidelines. A study from Mass General Hospital looked at lung, colorectal, breast, and cervical cancers and found a 10% increase in screenings creates a significant decline in deaths over the lifetime of eligible Americans. Lung cancer is the deadliest cancer and accounts for about a third of those preventable deaths. There are some fun and unique things around our communities that showcase the holiday spirit, but in our nation's capital, the U.S. Botanic Garden unveiled how it's showing holiday spirit. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp shares the so-called season's greenings.
If you make your way to Washington, D.C. for the holiday season, the U.S. Botanic Garden, which inspires people to appreciate, study, and conserve plants, is sticking to their roots in their annual holiday exhibit.
We've got about 2,600 poinsettias, 23 different varieties and colors, including about 6 that you can't even find in the markets yet for sale.
Including replicating DC landmarks all made out of plants and plant-based materials, like the White House, the U.S. Capitol building, which took more than 600 hours to build, and other prominent landmarks along the National Mall.
And the Lincoln Memorial and the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial. So all sorts of DC landmarks inside to explore, in addition to our train show outdoors.
Outside, they spent weeks building and creating their holiday display with several train models circling through sculptures. This year's theme, celebrating pollinators and their plants.
We wanted to talk about that because pollinators are responsible for about 75% of all flowering plants rely on an animal pollinator. And so I think it's really important to talk about that story. So the trains are fun. You might learn a little something while you're here as well. We got things like a lemur. And maybe some more controversial ones like a mosquito. Turns out mosquitoes are the primary pollinator for a whole bunch of orchids. And so some fun, unexpected stories of different animals and the plants that they pollinate outdoors. We've even got some bats pollinating some bananas and all sorts of stuff.
The annual holiday exhibit will open on Thanksgiving Day and stay open through New Year's Day. It's already a hit, according to these visitors.
I like it a lot.
Yeah? What do you like about it?
The trains. It's very fun to chase the trains around the exhibit.
In Washington, D.C.
Happy holidays.
Rachel Knapp, WZMQ 19 News.
The U.S. Botanic Garden expects about 250,000 people to pass through their holiday exhibit within the next couple of weeks. It is free and open to the public every day except for Christmas Day. Your Thanksgiving travel forecast is looking pretty good. Ariane has one final check on the outlook on the way. And the governor grants a pardon, the bird that was spared from the Thanksgiving table, in our final story after this break.
Shop our huge selection of Amish crafted dining room sets at Kirkish Furniture in Houghton. Browse our large in-stock collection and customize with a special order. With 1-year no-interest financing available, plus free delivery. Shop Kirkish Furniture today.
Yes. Oh, hi. I suppose you're wondering what an A-list celebrity like me is doing in a place like this. You must know, I'm saving the world. Oh, hi, Beth. Yep, saving the world again. Did you know that 40% of all the food produced in the United States is thrown away? That means everything that went into that food, the pesticides, the water, the land, was all for nothing. Just look at this perfectly good food thrown in the trash. The pizza with extra Cheerios, at these goldfish and Band-Aid tacos. And just look at this perfect trash burger. This pasta dog looks delicious.
You don't have to dumpster dive like Ed Begley Jr. to save the planet. Fight food waste by shopping smart and using what you buy before it gets trashed.
That's way better. Ooh, arugula.
Do your part and find out other world-saving tips at betterthaned.org.
For more than 30 years, our community has come through, building affordable homes, making critical repairs, and building ramps for those who need a little help and a little hope. Habitat for Humanity volunteers produce amazing results treasured forever. You could be our next hero. Volunteers are needed to provide affordable housing in Marquette County. Join in, sign up, it's easy. Go to upersunited.com or use the QR code shown here. A public service message of Habitat for Humanity and WZMQ TV 19. Bonanza, weekdays at 2 on MeTV 19.1.
Those clouds starting to increase this evening, especially along the Lake Superior shorelines. Our temperatures right now in that 30-degree range, but we are expecting to drop down 25 to about 35 degrees, which will be the highs, especially in the northern half of the UP. Tomorrow, 30 to 40 down in that southern half, and then we'll expect blustery winds throughout the UP. Those lake effect snow showers, light accumulation, just a dusting. Most of that along our northeastern shorelines. And then looking ahead to Friday, if you're going out shopping, highs are going to be in the 30s. It's going to be chilly. We've got winter on the way, and that leads me right into the full beaver moon, which basically signifies that a new season is coming. The Anishinaabe actually call it the freezing moon, and this is when animals are busy getting ready and digging out their dens in preparation for that winter frigidness. 7-day outlook for Escanaba. Look at those lows. Very chilly evenings.
Finally, tonight, Governor Gretchen Whitmer continued a tradition today by pardoning a turkey this morning. It was her second year hosting the ceremony and the turkey naming contest. This year, Jay Kozlowski from West Bloomfield had the winning submission, Dolly Pardon. Dolly grew up on a farm here in Michigan. Her 8-year-old caretaker, Harrison, says his favorite thing about Dolly is how kind she is and that he will miss her now that she's heading to a new home.
The power of the pardon is an extraordinary one. I do not take it lightly. As a former prosecutor, I did my due diligence. Dolly Pardon was not chosen lightly. We looked at several turkeys and reviewed nearly 4,000 names.
Now that Dolly Pardon has been pardoned, she'll be heading to her new home at the Abraham Ranch with Michigan Humane, no longer clucking 9 to 5.
Oh, that's like, I was just thinking that, and that looked like a cutout of Dolly.
I think it was. Have a happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Erickson Jewelers will host a buying event in Iron Mountain from November 13th to the 15th. Sell your valuables for immediate payment. Bring in your gold, diamonds, coins, watches, sterling silver, designer handbags, and more. See you Monday to Wednesday at Erickson Jewelers for a free, no-obligation offer from one of our trusted estate specialists. For a full